How can I invest in you? It's an honest question, and I hope you answer it after you watch this video. We started this channel because at the very heart of it, I wanted to replicate the experience that I had at Labyrinth Games and Puzzles in Washington, D.C. My home board game store, designed and built and a community crafted by Kathleen Donahue. Someone who built a space that invested in me when I needed it. When I was the most depressed, anxious, when I felt the farthest apart. I'd moved to a new city, I'd left a long-term relationship, and I desperately needed a way to connect with people. And board games and this community is what I found, right? It started as a simple intro D&D session where I sat down with Camilla there, and she ran me through what soon became an experience that I've never forgotten. People took the time to say that they cared, to say hello, to invite me to sit down at a table. That's all Quackalope is. That's all we're trying to be. It's the entire goal and purpose of this channel. To build over a course of time, because it does take time to do things that are important, but to build a table where everyone feels welcome. We're excited to have you here. I'm grateful and proud of this community. And so, the question, how can I invest in you? I made this post on Facebook to my own personal community probably 2 to 3 months ago. Just a simple post that ended up getting and garnering, 100+ responses, with people directing me to their project, asking to play a game with me, showing me their artwork and what they were working on, their passion project, the things that they cared about, that they were invested in, right? The things that they wished other people would pay attention to. Some people just wanted a conversation, wanted to engage. Many wanted to swing over on TTS and play a board game, or asked to collaborate and work together at some point. And over the past 2 months or so, I have spent time doubling back on and responding to and following up with every single comment on that thread. And while I may not have gotten every single one of them completed yet, because there's a few that we're still waiting until we can either responsibly get together or until their project comes out to coordinate, I have ordered games, I have purchased dice, invested in artwork, and spent time talking with people. And it's made my experience better. It's reminded me about this community that I care about, why we do this thing. The last year, and probably the next 6 to 8 months, are going to be and have been incredibly hard. Every day feels like it's drawn out. I miss people. I miss community. I miss spending time playing games, going to conventions. I miss having conversations, sharing a drink and sitting across from one another and talking about things that matter. I think the internet, it is hard to communicate. It's hard to really be reminded that there's another person sitting on the other end of what you're engaging with. And so, how can I invest in you? I mean it. I will spend however long it takes doubling back to this video, following up with the comments and the responses and the replies. For any of you who would like to reach out to me personally, to let me know what you're working on or how I can spend time caring about you in some way. My email is gmail@quackalope.com. I am not always the quickest to respond, and depending on the response this video gets, it may take me some time to get through all of the messages. Along with that, if you just want to link down below your video project, your art project, your personal page, whatever it is you want me to check out, or you want us as a community to check out, because I encourage others to go down below and see what people have responded to. Take a look at our community. Take a look at the incredible work that's being done. This isn't about Quackalope, right? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how big or how successful we are. I love this community. I love what we've accomplished, but if I get to the pinnacle, if I become the best board game YouTuber in the entire darn space, it'll be really lonely if I don't have other people there with me, right? And so, that's my question. That's what I'm looking for. That's the conversation I'd like to have. I am open to anything and everything you can list down below. right? Now, if you're asking for $1 million, I may have you justify it. Not that I have that to give. But I think you get the point. The reason I'm filming this now is because I have been waiting for some time for this box to arrive. Now, I have not seen this. I have no idea exactly what this is going to look like, but one of the posts, this is probably the final physical thing, other than a few board games that are a year or so out, from that original Facebook post. One of the posts was an oil painter. I will link his page right down below, and I really liked the stuff that he was doing, and so I reached out and I said, hey, I appreciate your artwork. I'm excited about what you're doing. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Surprise me. Send me something. And so I've waited for a few months. I have followed up. I did purchase this piece of artwork. I'm not asking for people to donate their time to me. And I am really excited because this is the physical example of what that post was about. Right? So let's dig in and see exactly what was sent to me. I'm not sure if this is going to be a beautiful aesthetic duck or some weird twisted, representation of the Quackalope. I mean, I've seen various interpretations of what a Quackalope is, all of which have been fascinating, but many have been shockingly different from one another. Okay. Ooh. So he did say he was sending me something unique as well. So KDYERartist.com. KDyerartist.com. Again, that link will be down below. Let's see what this is to start with. I like the packaging. It's nicely done. Okay. What the heck is this? This is this is looks like it is a miniature that is painted. It is a gruesome, grotesque survivor, potentially, with what looks like the possibility of an inflatable Quackalope duck around it. Oh, here we are. Oh my gosh, it's a unique custom Kingdom Death piece. Holy cow. This would be enough on its own. Quackafloat, noisy inflatable. This is insane. Accessory. All gear in your gear grid loses the soluble and heavy keyword. While equipped, you have the propulsion drive fighting art and roll your severe waist injuries using the back of this card. Severe waist injury table. 1 pop. With a quack and a pop, the deflating floaty sends you whistling all over the battlefield and off into the darkness. Dead. 2 to 5, Ducktail. The feathers get pushed in, puncturing your side. Gain 1 bleed token. 6 through 9, Quack. Suffer knockback equal to your movement towards the farthest board edge. 10, Quackanope. You're knocked down. Settlement phase. Crafting costs. 1 spiral horn, 1 bladder, 1 organ, 1 tail feather, 1 bird beak, 1 leather. Oh my gosh. That is horrible and incredible. And now I'm even more intimidated of what you might have sent me. There's a letter here. Let's see. Let's see what we have. I know, I'm holding out on the most interesting part. We have a beautiful illustration of a rooster, which this is actually one of his pieces of artwork. I mean, that is actually gorgeous, right? Kellen Dyer, visual artist, www.kdyer.com. And you can email as well. The phone number's there, so I'll try to keep that hidden. Not a duck on the front of this card, but closely enough. Jesse, thanks so much for your support, plus producing quality content in the board game space. I hope to share a glass of whiskey and a board game with you sometime. I do as well, buddy. We will get there sometime soon. We just have to remember that people still exist in the process. Wrapped with Kingdom Death artwork. That's so freaky. Oh my gosh. That is terrifying. I thought it might be a twisted representation of a Quackalope, and I was absolutely right. That is sick. So first off, That is terrifying. I mean, it is a, if you can't see, it is a duck and a person, right? So both of them are merged together as if I am some twisted abomination of the channel that I have created. Holy cow. The chest hair is maybe the most disturbing part, if I have to be honest, because I have nowhere near that degree of chest hair, but I am sure a duck would. This, this gets more crazy the more I look at it. This is so weird. All right. In a studio at some point soon, you will not only see me going out of my way to craft the Quackafloat, you will also certainly see this hanging. This is so cool. Thank you for being willing to do this. Thank you for spending time producing this. I'm so glad I made that post, reaching out and connecting. This is an absolutely mental piece of artwork, and genuinely, the more I look at it, the more freaked out I get. Uh, I don't know how you came up with this. I have no idea. I'm gonna have to call you and be like, where did this come from your mind? Either way, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this community. I care the world about you. So let me know down below and take a look at the other people there. Follow the channel, subscribe to the posts, back the board games. This is our community. Be proud of it. Be excited about it. And I look forward to when in 3 or 6 or 8 or 24 months, I get the opportunity to meet you, to hang out, to spend time, to do what this channel's, all about. Play board games. I'll see you soon.